I think it's about time for us to start pursuing your passion now in 2024. Hello, everyone, guys. Well, I'm finally able to get back and finally able to upload more episodes on this podcast. If this is your first time tuning in on this podcast, my name is John Lim Dimas, and I'm the host of this podcast, Definitely Hustling Podcast. With this podcast, I tend to cover entrepreneurial niche topics, mostly motivational rants. And on rare occasions, I get to do some interview episodes with a variety of content creators out there. As always, if you haven't listened or watched the previous episode of this podcast, you can simply check the description for the links of all the platforms, or you could simply click the card above this video if you happen to be watching on YouTube. Just know the following things. This podcast is 100% uncensored and more likely will share some controversial or even sensitive things that may end up getting you triggered. So if you're one of those people who has an incredibly thin skin, then I'm sorry, but this isn't meant for you. But if you're one of those guys who are ready to hear some valuable motivational content, then you are very welcome to this podcast. Then to start off, can we all agree for everyone's sake that you just wanted to be happy on your life going forward? Please comment down the word definitely down below, and I know very well that you guys would love that. That should be your number one priority for 2024. If you disagree, please let me know down below why that is the case. Another thing I would like to note is whether you admit it or not, every single one of us have wanted to do things in life. That's happiness and success overall in your life. You simply cannot deny about it. I mean, who doesn't want those two things anyways in life? As you can see from the title of this episode, guys, yes, I am here today to share my thoughts on the one thing that the majority of us should start doing from this day forward, and definitely on the start of 2024. Before I get started, let me at least know in the comments below if you are pursuing for what are you exactly pursuing for 2020. Listen, whatever it is, I would love to know more about it. Let's get the comments action flooded with your thoughts about it. With that being said, I would like to take the opportunity and share with you why you should start pursuing your passion in 2024. I'll also add some few things that you can do in order to get started about it with today's episode. This is just my general thoughts and quick rundown why it's important for you to start pursuing your own passion in 2024. I bet that somewhere in the comment section below or even throughout the social media feeds out there, you guys must be thinking, what's so amazingly important about pursuing my passion in 2024, and why should I even give a damn about it? So glad that you kind of asked about it, but let me quickly tell you about it more. With this one, I want to point out some few important reasons why you should go for it. This is in no particular order at all. All right, then, let me get started with the first one then. When you're able to pursue your passion, believe it or not, you're going to start to feel like your life is complete. What I am saying is, you'll start to feel like there's some meaning to your life, and better yet, you'll find that inner peace when everything goes as planned. And that's exactly what happens when you aren't living to please others or taking anyone's opinions about yourself seriously. Another reason why you should do so in the first place is that when you're on that grind to pursue your own passion, if you happen to have a 9 to 5 job, you'll actually start to feel a lot better at your own workplace. You're not just going to feel better, but believe me, you'll also start to feel energetic and more motivated to keep going despite how challenging your 9 to 5 job is. The good thing about it is that no matter how fucked up your 9 to 5 job is, no matter how much bullshit you have to deal with, guess what? When you're working and grinding towards your passion, then dealing with them is just going to be a piece of cake. And I got another good one for you guys out here. By pursuing your own passion right here and right now, you simply just want to do it now in order to avoid feeling regretful later on in life. What I am saying is, when you get old and you get into your 50s, I can almost 100% fucking guarantee you that you will for sure regret not ever taking action and executing what you could have done when you were young in the first place. Speaking of regrets, I actually uploaded an episode about this. And listen, guys, I'm confident enough to say that you got to check out this episode after watching or listening to this episode today. As always, the links will be in the description below, or simply click the card above me. I would like to go ahead and finally share the final reason why you should start pursuing your own passion in 2024. Check this one out. By simply pursuing your own passion right here and right now, and I mean, it will literally make you so much fucking happier in life in general. It's just a simply an undisputed fact. By doing this, there's absolutely nothing more fulfilling and worthwhile than living the ideal life you've always wanted. You know, just always pick an end goal, make a plan, and make your dreams a reality. And I will try to elaborate on that one on this episode. Other than that, I know there are other reasons out there why you should pursue your passion. I just came up with the ones that I believe that are best reasons to do so. If you know anything else, I would like to know more on the comments below. Come on, don't hesitate now. And speaking of dropping a comment down below, if you're genuinely liking the value that I'm sharing so far on this episode, why not go right ahead and give this episode a huge thumbs up, and please share this podcast to anyone that needs to hear this. Other than that, let's get back to the episode. During the portion of this episode, guys, I'll be sharing with you some of the valuable tips you can start doing in order for you to get started pursuing it. So if you're down and ready for it, then let's get to the first one. So then, how would you go about it anyways? First, you always wanted to have a plan towards it. You want to make sure that you always have a clear vision and have some sort of a better picture of it, what you need to consider when doing so. And speaking of making a plan, you always wanted to make sure not to go crazy about it and always take it one step at a time, because life isn't a race. It's rather a marathon that you need to partake on it, whether you like it or not. I mean, it is what it is. It's just exactly what it is. You just need to accept that. You don't want to go Hail Mary on this one, and it's like as if you're playing high stakes poker here now. That's not what you want to do, guys. Here's another incredible yet underrated tip you may already heard or haven't, and that is you may want to start hanging out with someone or at least a group of people out there who share the same passion as you are. Essentially, what I am saying is go find yourself a mentor, someone who could guide and help you out towards your own passion. That person could be very well the one person that definitely guides you in the right direction. Call it as the most legitimate hack ever. Call it as your legitimate cheat code in life. If you do have a mentor at the moment, please let me know in the comments below, and let's see what we got going on. Let me say one more important tip, because believe it or not, I believe it's about time for me to wrap up this episode real soon, because I got to somehow keep up with the so-called algorithm here on YouTube and even on podcasting in general. I hope I'm not overthinking this. Anyways, my last tip for anyone out there is simply always, and I mean always, believe in the process of the hustle and grind of it. Have some faith in it. Never lose sight of it. Always keep in mind that no matter how hard or fucked up your life is, if you always believe into it, you better bet your ass it will pay back so much better than you can imagine. The rewards is going to be so much better. Okay, I think it's finally time for me to wrap up this episode by telling you a few more important things to keep in mind about pursuing your own passion in 2024. I promise we are almost done here. First one is always understand that when it comes to pursuing your own passion in 2024, I want you guys to implant this immediately into your heads. It's never going to be a cakewalk, and it's definitely not going to be all rainbows and sunshine out there, and when you're in the middle of doing that, you'll always face these challenges and obstacles along the way. Just know that's the part of the process, guys. And speaking of these challenges, you'll always have this group of people out there who are simply questioning and just fucking hating on what you're doing. I mean, that's cool. No, like seriously, it's all cool and all that. Because guess what? Just ignore those fucking losers out there. Because you know what? Just focus on your hustle and don't worry about their irrelevant opinions about you. Because you know what? Their opinions are just like a broken calculator. Another thing to keep in mind is always have faith in yourselves and never once doubt yourself about it. Because doubting yourself is the easiest way to lose sight of what you truly wanted in your life. I mean, the truth is, all it really takes for someone out there to start pursuing your own passion in 2024 is, it really all starts right here. Your fucking mindset, your fucking mentality. I know some people out there, it's one of the silliest things in the world, but guess what? That's what separates from the 99.9% of the people out there, from the 0.1% of the people out there who are just simply killing and crushing it right now. Those group of people are so much happier than the rest of the 99.9% of people out there. So, you know what? Don't be part of that 99.9% of people, because you know what? Those guys aren't doing jack about their lives. One more thing to say is that I believe this is truly the most important thing to keep in mind. I know it's gonna sound like I'm saying some stuff from Rocky Balboa movie, but hey, you know what? This shit fucking works. Just never give up. Don't ever let anyone, and I mean anything, get you to give up your own passion. Fucking never. Fucking no excuses, no drama, no nonsense whatsoever. Get into it. So my question to you guys now is, are you guys fucking ready? And that's it, guys. That's the end of another valuable episode from Definitely Hustling Podcast. The last episode for 2023. I mean, wow. I can't believe it's 2024 is literally around the corner right there right now. I mean, fuck. Are you guys ready for that new year? Anyways, if you would like to watch the entire Definitely Motivational series out there, make sure to check out the description below or click the card above of this episode. As always, you can always watch and listen to this podcast on other platforms. Also, if you want to check this podcast and even me on socials, I will definitely appreciate that, and I would love to connect with you guys more. As always, links will be in the description below. Lastly, if you are listening to this episode during or after Christmas, I just want to let everyone know that have a great and safe Christmas to everyone out there. Go spend time with your family and friends out there. Be cheerful and definitely always be thankful for what you have. Other than that, Definitely Hustling Podcast would like to say thanks again for listening and watching this episode. Thank you for all the support out there, and I'm definitely looking forward to seeing you guys more in the next year. John Dimas officially signing out. Have a great day and Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to you guys. See you guys later.